Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. Do the same with the Grizzly Gentleman, 10% off at checkout on your fantastic beard products. Or you could shop via the TCG Player affiliate link in the description down below to help support the show. And last but of course not least, you can go to Grey Viking Games with the affiliate link below to pillage some sweet arena codes. What is up, Planeswalkers? Theoric 6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Today we're playing some Death and Taxes, as it is Saturday, which means some more D&T. Now, something you might notice here is that we're playing some nice snowlands. There's a couple reasons for that, but first thing I want to say is Uro is gone, which means Hushbringer is better. Kroxa is still around and heavily played. My hope is to dodge Kroxa, because I want to see how Hushbringer does against decks in general, right? Also of note, we do have a few ETBs. We have Skyclave Apparitions and Legion Angels and Glorious Protectors. We only have 3 Hushbringers, so I also want to see like how Hushbringer plays with our other cards that care about it. But the reason I really like the snow here is because we have access to a creature land. One of the issues with this deck is drawing too many lands and not being able to really do anything with them. Now instead of having like cycles, cycling cards, we just have another thing that can hit folks. Hopefully it's fine. We have a sideboard. We're going to go into best of 3. It seems like historic ranked is... Don't know why I did that. It seems like there's just a lot of graveyard decks, aggro decks. It seems like there's a little bit of Selesnya Company. There's some Azorius Control here and there. But in general, a lot of mono red, a lot of Gruul, a lot of Rakdos. We'll keep this pretty decent. So our opponent mulligans, that's totally fine with us. We have a nice turn 2, depending what we need afterward. Some turn 3s. Tomik, honestly, is kind of just a 2-mana flyer. One of the big reasons we like Tomik here. So we have a Lurrus. We'll get a lot of information based on their first play here. Black. Oh, it's Enchantress. That's not great. Although the black-white version, I don't know if that's as bad. If they had the ability to, they should have let off with this. Luckily, Skyclave Apparition can just exile things. So as long as, provided they don't have protection for their Eidolon, we should be all right. Although we would rather get rid of that. Yeah, I need them to just not draw cards, I guess. Though they'll be able to draw cards with this. Didn't have a land. I think I just want to do this and start hitting them in the face. Because this deck doesn't have like any removal besides Skyclave, we can definitely be in some pretty tragic situations. I do like the Faceless Haven. Like, generally speaking, I don't know if I want to show it just yet, though. Archon's probably fine. Because it stops them from doing multiple things in a single turn. And then in a follow-up turn at some point I can, like, I don't want to get to the card right here. This also like slows them down on mana if they don't have a basic. Unfortunate. But now they at least can't play 2 things in a single turn unless they kill Archon first. This could just be a... Oh, that's not what I figured it would be. That's fine. So here, I think I'm gonna go... I mean, like, it still has this text on it, right? Oh, no, it doesn't. It loses all abilities. Oh, that is awkward. I am going to Sunwing to continue the clock, and I'll go ahead and put this in the Portal Zone. It's possible... I can do this whenever, right? Okay. It's possible that I still want other special lands besides Faceless Haven. All that glitters. Sure. Yikes. Reasons why Archon is very helpful. They don't have lifelink yet, so I don't really care. Skyclave Apparition is pretty nice. And I will be able to cast Protector as well. It's quite nice. Goodbye. Yeah, I mean, they just lost a lot there. I think I only want to attack in the sky. I don't think I want to give them... I'll let them draw a card. And that's if they want to block, and they don't. Okay. Okay, and if nothing else, I can also just flash this in, right? And flash it in for just more haste. Cool. Cool stuff. Or more power, sorry. Okay, that was good. Turned out pretty well. Nothing to bring in, though. Removal, I guess, would be good. Going second? I mean, Thalia should be great here. Going second. I think the evasion is maybe more important. Hushbringer also doesn't matter that much. Should bring those in. Maybe I want to bring Tithe Taker back in. There's a reason potentially to bring in Spyglass against Aelcid. I want to minimize the potential non-bow here. I don't think Hushbringer is going to help in this specific matchup, so I think I'm going to cut it down to 1 to decrease the chance of me whiffing. I also wonder if you're supposed to do 2 Legion Angels on the main and 2 on the side. There's probably a relatively correct distribution. I just don't know what that is. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2 and 2 as opposed to 1 and 3. Yeah, so... I mean, I really wish we just had, Path or something. Just some sort of good costed removal for white. I mean, this is a good hand. We have Selfless Savior on turn 1, and I'm pretty sure it's Thalia here on turn 2. I mean, this is nice to see. Double mulligan from them, and they concede. That's fine with me. I mean, that's the definition of we take those. I guess I have a lot of graveyard redundancy. So I could probably cut a little bit there. So give me a sec. Gonna try it. I took out a Rest in Peace and a Weathered Runestone. Wait, whatever. For 2 Gambits. The card that I think is actual Garbo. We're gonna try it out in the matches where I think I need removal. It's in the sideboard, it's not in the main. So we're going to try it out in the matches where I think I need removal, and I guess we'll see how it works. I did say I would give it a chance. This is me giving it a chance. So. This hand's not terrible. We are rocking 23 lands, I believe. 23 lands, yeah. We're rocking 23 lands, so not exactly the highest to grab an additional one. Opponent is going first, so we have 1, 2, 3 turns, 3 draws to draw land at 38%, about 40%. I mean, that's for the first. I think this is probably fine as a keep. Opponent did mulligan once. See if they mulligan again. Okay, they don't. They keep their 6. What are they on? Rakdos. I don't technically know yet, but I would not be surprised if this was just Arcanist. Rakdos Arcanist is annoying AF. I actually don't know what they take here. I would assume Skyclave, yeah, just because it is removal. We got the Thalia, which is nice. I guess I play the Thalia. If we get discarded, we probably just... It's Grixis. And we're getting Valkyed. Interesting. Why would you take my Thalia? Unless you're gonna... No, I don't. I don't understand. Thalia's fine for me. Doesn't seem great for you. So theoretically, the plan is to cast Reidane next turn. But we'll see. I'm really surprised that they didn't take the Tomik. I guess they wanted me to just not have Thalia. I guess they're not going to turn this into... My opponent is at 12. I've done nothing to them yet. They foretold a card. Okay. You're at 12. Fatal push, sure. 2. I'm going to make their things cost more. Notably, this is a god, not an angel. So it works with this, which is very nice. Special opponent controls deal 1 damage. Whenever you and another permanent you control become target of spell ability and opponent controls. I guess we just have to see. Thoughtseize. Alright, I'll take something of mine. Possibly the Protector? I don't know. Can't take my Haven. Loser. Go away. Yeah, if they take the Protector, I think I'd just play the shield. Okay, yeah. I attack first, though. Interesting. If I'm playing this, I will attack first. I think I'm fine playing the shield. They could kill Reidane here in response with a Poison the Cup. Yeah. And I assume this is a poison. What's saw it coming? Alright, that's fine. Opponent is in top deck mode. Their cards, on average, probably higher quality than mine. But my opponent's at 8 because they dealt a ton of damage to themselves. I'm not sure that's smart, to be honest. That's cool. I mean, this is a 4/3. Like, this is just like 2 turn clock them. Yeah. Alright, I always forget this is Vigilance. So if I had 5 lands, then I could also play Tithe Taker. Like, that's sick. This card's great. Awesome. So they're on Grixis Control. We got Valky, Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, Sword coming. I mean, our deck should, like, generally speaking, this is the deck we want to play against. Is Sorcerous Spyglass worth it here? Possibly, but I haven't seen a ton. I mean, obviously, like, stopping Valky would be nice, but I think we're just going to run it back. But yeah, our opponent, like, the fact that our opponent was just doming themselves. They dealt, what, 8 damage to themselves? I only had to deal 12. I don't even know if I dealt all that 12, right? Shock. Shock Thoughtseize. Did they shock Thoughtseize? I'm not sure. They dealt a lot of damage to themselves. And that's, when you're playing Control, you really have to be mindful of that. This hand's not the best. I am going to keep it. I don't love keeping a 4-lander in a Death and Taxes deck. Like, if I just top deck... Why is this? If I just top deck lands, we're in a bad spot. And based on what they do... Wait, why did I go first? I'm drawing Legion Angel. Why did I go first? What? Crap, now I'm trying to decide if I want to get a ball rolling with Aspirant or if I want to play the Tithe Taker. I think I want to play Tithe Taker. I saw Fatal Push from them. And this also like protects my Archon a little bit better. But yeah, being able to Archon into just angels might be pretty nice. But why did my opponent have me go first? I really don't understand. I won the first game. I won the first. I don't know. I legitimately don't know. I mean, we take those though. So yeah, I could win with just this hand, which is what I try to consider. Okay, that's fine. It seems like they have a lot of non-basics. Did I see any basics? I did not see any basics from them last game, so... Yeah, we didn't like drawing the snow-covered plains, but I'm essentially fine with it. So we're probably going to stall them out a little, but just playing the Legion Angels to recoup our hands would be great. I need them to not have a discard spell. The Reidane Archon. Always great when you see that. They're like, what is this? I don't know. Don't know. I hope we got. I wish we had them with the shock, but they were relatively intelligent. They have no blue mana up. Going to attack first. And probably just cast a Legion Angel. Yeah. I prefer this. My Archon could die to a cast down or a Heartless Act. Okay. But I mean, this is a clock right here, right? This is technically it's a 3-turn clock. 4, 6, 7, yeah. So 3-turn clock. That being a 4/3 is unfortunate. Interesting. So we have Protector here. Shorting Suns, that hurt, for sure. Might we see a Nikki B? Ah, gotcha. I was very confused. So it cost me 3 mana. I think I'm just gonna play the Legion Angel here. Because of the fact that my opponent... Maybe I should have just played the Legion Angel last turn too. I'm not sure. Portrait clock? Yeah. Although if they played their Bone Crusher Giant, the math changes. Dotsies, I assume they take the last Legion Angel. I wouldn't be surprised if they took a Luminarch. I don't think you take Tithe Taker here. Yeah, Luminarch changes the clock, especially considering they did that. Although this is 3 turns, it would have been... It would have still been 3 turns, wouldn't it? Because 5 put them to 7, 6... Yeah, no, it still would have been 3 turns, so... I don't know, I think I take the Legion Angel there, but... Actress, interesting, okay. Well... top pile will be face down. Oh. I really don't care about this. I plan on killing you in the sky! No blocks. Selfless Savior is pretty dope. Potentially. Three power, 4 power. Honestly, I think it's better to Legion Angel play Selfless Savior. I could be super wrong. This protects part of my clock if my opponent wants to try and board wipe me. Focus Giants. I respect the Sweltering Sun's choice. Even if it's from the sideboard, I still respect it. I think it's probably the better option. I'll take 7. I do not care about going to 9. And the reason I didn't block is because I did want to get blown out from a removal spell. Like an instant speed removal spell. Bolus. Sure. I guess I dropped the Tithe Taker here. I guess maybe I should have kept the Tithe Taker. Yeah, I should have kept the Tithe Taker, I think. I didn't expect that, to be honest. Hushbringer. Well, I would have liked that previously. And this actually becomes a little awkward. I definitely swing with both. So I'm at functionally 7. Right, I'm functionally at 7 here. Put them to 4. This will die. I can chump. Chump, potentially. Although they could kill this. Then I'd still be at 9. I would go down to 2. Sure. Going to attack first. I do not think it's worth it to save one of my angels in order to... yeah, I just don't think it's worth it to save both of my angels. Because I plan on having at least 3 power in the air. Potentially 4. This does have lifelink as well, which I did forget to consider. So we have to see what my opponent is going to do here. We do have a protector in our back pocket. Know one of the cards. I do not know 2 of their cards. They know one of my cards, but they do not know what's in my back pocket. Although, based on what I'm playing, they should probably be aware. I don't think there are many Foretold cards in mono white that I would be playing in a deck like this. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know all the Foretold cards. I should, frankly. They cycle the Sweltering Suns. Very interesting. Okay. There's also limits what they can do, potentially. But it does make sense that they would cycle that. Because they would just die. Hail Mary attack. Pass to blocks. We block here. We block here. Block. And let's see. Cool. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, that's you know, it's what we wanted to see, right? We went against A Rakdos deck that didn't want to deal with us. Right, the first game was Rakdos. Fun fact, I can check. Woo! So while I tell you to like and comment, I can check statistics, death and taxes. First one was against. Why did it say blue? Oh, this is the wrong deck. Whoops! I have too many decks called Death and Taxes, dude. This is Snow Death and Taxes. It was white black? What? Bro, I can't remember the first game. My brain is bad. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and open a pack. Then we'll head over to the deck talk, where I talk about the deck, hence the name. Okay. So it did what I wanted to do. I was happy with Faceless Haven for sure. I liked the Legion Angel. We didn't get to use Glorious Protector, but it was there in our back pocket, and that's the purpose of it, right? Selfless Savior is just great for dealing with board wipes and single target removal. Obviously, it has difficulties being as versatile, in my opinion, compared to Elcid. Elcid obviously can't deal with indestructibility, but being able to actively use Elcid or proactively use it in order to give our creature protection from the only color of blockers they have and then kill them with it is quite nice. But the fact remains, Selfless Savior, you don't have a cost for it, you just get to do it, so that's nice. The 3 Hushbringers didn't get to see that much, and I mean, against the Grixis Control deck, it would have hurt the Atris and the Bolus, right? So it still would have been decent. It would have hurt our Legion Angels, for sure. So we would have had to play around that knowledge, but we would be able to play around that knowledge, right? Because we deploy it when we want to deploy it, etc., etc. So, Luminarch Aspirant, we didn't get to see it shine, only 2 matches, so we didn't really get to see it shine. But I've seen a lot of these in Death and Taxes lists all the way back to Vintage, essentially. It's potentially a very powerful card. I just need to work with it a bit more. I think now that Uro's gone, Thalia is a little bit better again. The fact that she can just annoy a lot of these decks, even if they're not guaranteed, control decks or whatnot, I think is still helpful. The fact that she has first strike is great. Tithe Taker, baby. I don't really have much to say about this. Tomik, as I said earlier, is just in here as a 2/3. If our opponent happens to be playing some sort of weird lands deck, then we get some extra utility, but otherwise it's just in here as a 2-minute 2/3. Archon of Emeria is ridiculous, right? We saw in that Grixis game, even just slowing them down slightly can be a huge blessing. It flies, it's annoying, it's great. Sunwing, I don't always play. It's just 3-minute 2/3. Look at our deck. It's very, very regular. It's okay. This is good in this metagame because of the number of creatures that have haste in this metagame. It's just not splashy, right? It's not as cool as this or this. Speaking of Reidane, she does her job. The fact that she has vigilance is fantastic. Slows things down. It's nice. It's good stuff. Skyclave, 4 of. It's removal. It's the only good removal we have. Glorious Protector, talk about this a little. We just didn't really have a good place that we needed it. But as I said, we had the availability for it, and I think that's what matters a lot. The fact that we had a bunch of angels at the time was a bit awkward, but I think that's fine, generally speaking. This card did exactly what I wanted it to do. I didn't feel that we ever really were overflowed with lands. Nor did I feel like we were super screwed on lands. We only have a sample size of technically 4? Yeah, because I went 4 games. Authority of the Consuls is for the red-green decks. Grafdigger's Cage, Remorseful Cleric, Rest in Peace, Weathered Runestone, all for graveyard decks, although Cage and Runestone do help against other decks, Company, Gobos, things like that. The 2 Divine Gambits, we didn't get to use them. I'm kind of happy we didn't. I don't think this is good removal, but it is versatile, I guess. Even as sorcery speed. Sorcerous Spyglass against some random things for sure, but typically Planeswalkers. And then the Legion Angel is just freaking against control decks. This card's fantastic. Even against aggro, right? This is just 4 mana blocker, 4 mana blocker, 4 mana blocker, 4 mana blocker. You just get the chain blockers, hopefully, until your opponent is dead. hopefully. No, I'm very satisfied with how that turned out. Another good Death and Taxes Saturday. Why isn't it D&T Tuesdays? I don't know, because I'm bad at making schedules, and this is the schedule that I have, so it's the schedule I'm sticking to. Anyway, I have a good old-fashioned P.O. box. Feel free to send me things. I will open it on camera, unless you ask me to not. I would also like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Fogwind, Malik, and Ballatair, for the continued support. If you'd like to join them supporting the show, you'll find links in the description down below. I do, of course, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff really does help. I cannot stress enough how much it helps the channel. And until next time, all will be one.